Hi, everybody. This is Silvio Canto in Dallas, Texas, January the 3rd, Wednesday. Welcome to our video commentary. Today, we're going to talk a little bit about this panicky, complete overreaction regarding President Trump's tweet about Korea. For those of you who may not be familiar with the story, here it goes. A few days ago, I guess, the leader of North Korea sent out a message saying that he had a nuclear button on his desk that he could push and, fire a bunch of missiles. So President Trump, in his usual style, said, well, I've got a tweet, I've got a button too. I can push my button and fire a bunch of missiles, and my button is better than yours, and of course he did this by tweet. And you would have thought that it was the end of the world. You have people reacting to this. You got people saying that he's going to start a war, that this is irresponsible and reckless on the part of the President of the United States, and how dare the President of the United States tweet something like that. Well, look, the reaction to the tweet is absolutely hysterical. In fact, the reaction is more hysterical than the tweet itself. We've grown accustomed to President Trump's tweets by now. He did it when he was a candidate. I didn't like all of them. I don't like it all the time when he does it as president. I think sometimes he engages in a bit of overkill, like when he goes after, for example, people of his own party, or when he went after that senator from New York. But that's just the way he is. He likes to tweet. Now, he likes to tell you that he's tweeting because the media doesn't give him a fair break. Frankly, it doesn't. A lot of the media coverage against Trump has been very negative. But the bottom line is that tweeting is what President Trump does. And if you start taking his tweets very seriously and reacting to each one of them like it's the end of the world, then you have a problem, not President Trump. Look, let me just set the record straight with respect to Korea. There's only one way that you can have a war in the Korean Peninsula. It's not going to happen because of a tweet. Not going to happen because President Trump sends a tweet. There's only one way that there's going to be a war in the Korean Peninsula, and that is if the North Koreans, or the guy running North Korea, makes a big mistake, like attacking American troops in South Korea, or maybe firing a missile that hits an American ship in the ocean, or maybe, if he's even dumber than that, try to fire a missile that hits, let's say, Hawaii or Alaska. That's the only way there's going to be a war. There's absolutely no incentive for President Trump or the United States or anybody really to have a war. It makes no sense. A war in the Korean Peninsula would be as bloody and as bad as it can get. There would be probably close to 1 million people killed just on the border itself, because there's about that many people living in Seoul, South Korea, not that far from the border. So it would be a deadly war, a war that, we would win militarily. I mean, the United States would eventually win militarily, but it would be at a cost that, frankly, nobody wants to pay. So if there's going to be a war, it's not because Trump is going to start a war with a tweet. The last thing in the world that President Trump wants right now is a war with Korea. But as I said before, if there is a war, it'll be because North Korea makes a dumb mistake, a stupid mistake, or crosses a line they're not supposed to cross. It's not going to be because Trump is tweeting. That's not going to start any war. Not going to happen. And a tweet by President Trump is not going to make the leader of North Korea any more irrational than he already is. So I have a message for some people in the media and for some Democrats, and that is, you've got to stop this obsession that you have with Trump's tweets. The next time you see a Trump tweet, just don't react to it. Just move on. Move on to other things that are more important in the world than every little thing that Trump tweets. Now, I think sometimes, and I'll repeat it, I've said it before, I think sometimes President Trump tweets too much. He does for me. I don't like all the tweets. But at the end of the day, the tweets are meaningless. They're totally meaningless in a couple of days, or not even that long. So again, stop the obsession with the tweets, and let's talk about something else other than tweets. And again, let me repeat what I said a minute ago. A tweet by President Trump is not going to start a war in Korea. Just trust me, it's not. That's not how this is going to happen. Thank you for watching, everybody. We have all of these commentaries over at YouTube. We also have them over at Twitter, and we have them at my blog. Have a great day, everybody. Talk to you later. This is Silvio Canto in Dallas.